25th July, 6 o'clock. It rained all night. Started around 6 o'clock. Yesterday, it is now 6 o'clock, 12 hours worth of precipitation. So the rice fields are well saturated with liquid. This, I think, this will linger until Friday or Saturday. Yesterday, though, from 6 o'clock in the morning till 6, it was mostly day with clouds, no rain. However, after it cooled down, it rained. So it appears that the clouds is way thick. So, and looking at the cloud covering using satellite imagery, look like you'll be here all day long today. At least the entire daylight. Not sure what will happen tonight. Hoping and praying it'll be sunny tomorrow. This type of weather, especially when the rice are flowering, it really makes a difference in yield. So there'll be yield losses. Not sure how much. So I'm just later when it's a little bit more daylight, I'll do the rounds again and check out the rice field. So I'm in Roxas. It's raining still. The rain will be here till tonight. It's 9:30 in the morning. So I'm here in the Muñoz, and there's a lot of water here. And yeah, just rice field is overflowing with liquid. And the rice panicle are not that one where it's not heavily loaded with the rain water, so it's not bending down. So this area is not heavily impacted yet. They're not toppling, so we'll see as the week progress. By the end of week 31, that's next week, we should be harvesting. So this week is week 30. It's Thursday. So this rice variety, RC640, is not as tall as the Macho 600. And that's the advantage. The rice is not tall. If they're tall, they'll be like our Macho 600. They just spindly. I think I'm leaning toward the rice that are stout with high yield. I mean, this is like let's see here, estimating it less than a meter. The Macho 600 is over a meter. So, like let's see, SL29 that I checked recently. So there's a lot of runoff. Yeah, it's good. It's all good. I mean, when the Lord bring rain, what are you gonna do? You can't refuse. So I'm looking into the distance. There are no rice toppled, so that's good. There's still a lot of greens. So these will ripen next week. Yeah, I think the influence of the typhoon will taper off tonight, and it should be sunny tomorrow, hopefully. This is one of our neighbor. The panicles were actually ripened a few days ago before the storm. They had an opportunity to harvest the rice field. I guess they waited, and so it's beginning to spread the toppling. Uh, just too heavy. I'm not sure what kind of breed or variety of this is. I can tell though that the panicle is not too long. It's like 6 inches long. Even so, even with 6 inches panicle, they with the water and loading the panicle, they begin to topple. So I'm here in Basau. They did the best they could to upright a lot of the toppled rice plants over there, slowly toppling. Here it's widespread. It seems to no, not seem. It follows the flow of the water going west. It's a lot, so they'll be spending a lot of hours uprighting the toppled plants. Like if you let the there, it's plenty of water there. You can't allow the panicle to be submerged. This one, the yield, it's gonna be impacted. I don't know what's gonna be what is gonna be yield, well, harvested. It'll be interesting what happens. It's quarter to 2 now, so I'm here in Namyaman. So I'm looking at the Panicle Exsertion that I flagged a couple of days ago. So, interestingly enough, it has exerted and it's now about 6 inches long. Now, strangely, it's not. I mean, it's flowering at the head. It hasn't completely exerted, so there's still part of it that's still within the sheath. So if it doesn't come out, those would be sterile. So these are not sterile because they're out. So now I'm using this as a reference, the knuckle. So a few days ago it was a couple of inches from the knuckle. Now it is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 inches long panicle. So that's been 3 days. So let's see what happens the next several days. Hopefully it will exert. So, like I mentioned, if it's raining and it's pollinating, then the rain water droplets would impact the pollen, and it would then basically the yield would be impacted. That's why I'm looking at timing. How do we time this so that when it's time for the flowering, pollination and stuff, it would be sunny, not like this. However, it's beyond my control, so it is what it is. Certainly with this kind of weather and it's flowering, pollinating, then it would impact yield. That's what I've noticed. Especially Second crops. It's always like that. So it is better to focus one's effort on the first crop and hope and pray for the second crop. That's basically it. So anyway, 3 days. The Panicle has exerted 6 inches. So I'm just going over the manga and see what's going on there. Well, something is happening there now. That thing will spread. So we have to start harvesting soon. Next week, hopefully. It seems like the cloud formation are well, you can't really tell. Yeah, the cloud formation are moving north. Hopefully quickly, bringing the precipitation along with it. And the typhoon over Taiwan seems to slowly dissipating, becoming LPA. By the time it reaches China mainland, it would be a LPA. I've been wanting to clean this canal for a while now, and today I've decided to do it. So I bought a couple of tools. These actually came from Canada. That one I used to clean ice from the pathway or sidewalk, and it's really handy here. So if you ever plan on buying this from Home Depot, send yourself a few. They're really good, and yeah, hardy. The shovel like this here you can't buy, and if you can see them similarly here, they don't last too long. One crop, they're done. This one lasted 5 years, so that's how good it is. Well made. Well, I cleaned the silt, quite a bit of it actually, and sadly there's lots inside. This hasn't been cleaned since 1990, so it's built up of silt, and I'm just wondering why. Recently I watched the water move from here to here, and it was bunching here like it was overflowing, and that's why I decided to clean the culvert. I didn't realize that it's plenty of silt, so I have to make a tool to scoop out the silt inside. So I'm just gonna figure out how to do that still. Yeah, for a minute. There's plenty of runoff. I think there's probably well, the paddy is probably overfilled, so this is running off and going into the river. So I'm here in Manga. It's too muddy to walk across to see the other toppled rice. So I'm just, as you can see, it's 2 inches deep water. Gee, I wish, oh well, what do I wish? Actually, I'm curious about this. The sad thing, this thing has sickness. However, I'm just gonna take a sample and then see how many seeds are actually filled up. So I'm just gonna take a sample. Now this one is really bad. I mean, it didn't exert and so the whole thing is sterile, and it has some sickness, so probably stem borer or something. This one has sickness, however, the seeds are somewhat filled up, so I'm just gonna take that and see what happens. I got healthy panicle and then unhealthy panicle. I'm just gonna check what the hay with them. So thanks for watching.